All right, so good morning, everyone. Thank you again very much for joining, and I'm happy to see so many familiar faces and names already. Some of you I haven't met personally, but I feel that we've been already colleagues for a long time. So it's really nice to establish this community feeling of people interested in AI, excited about it. I'm so excited that so many of you actually marked 0 when I asked you just a few minutes ago whether you were familiar with the Scispace. Scispace is the topic of today's AI playground. Okay, so let's begin. Since it's very new to most of the participants today, I'm gonna start from scratch, meaning that I will go and go on Google and show how I find it. What do you type? How do you log in, sign up, and everything? First of all, it's 100% free. Well, it was actually 100% free. I think they added some paid features, but I don't know. Right. So let's begin. Let's begin with our exploration of Scispace. I'm sharing my screen. I'm going to type Scispace on Google, Scispace. Before we even jump into that, I want you to understand what this is. So this is a platform to explore and explain papers, okay? You will have access to more than 270 million papers and articles. So this kind of software allows you to understand them in a simple language and find connected papers, authors, topics, but it's even more than that. And I will show you what it does beyond that, even though that's crazy already. Just comparing it briefly to what we did with Perplexity last week, there is a very similar feature. If you remember, we typed into the search, right? You have this GPT feature where the AI writes for you, right? It actually responds in human language and can summarize something for you, answer your questions, whatnot. So Perplexity has this similar feature where you type your research question or any kind of question or just something that you search for, and you can choose the academic papers focus, and then it will focus on different academic papers and produce a very nice literature review for you, short sentences, summaries with the references. You can ask for specific citation style. We tested it with APA style, so it can actually summarize papers for you and produce a very nice initial text. So this was really wow. Some of us really were impressed and liked it. So this is taking it to the next level. I've actually explored and compared Perplexity with Scispace, and some people say that it takes it to the whole new level of actually working with academic reading, with articles and research papers and different journals. I think one of the questions also that we started discussing last week was which academic papers are available there, whether they're only open access. So this tool actually allows you to go beyond open access. So let's see. Right, so let's click on Scispace, and I will share the link to in the chat. Now you see, until 2024, everything I do here, by the way, it changes daily. Like I said, Magic School changed after 2 days completely, and now this has this website address. It's also on the flyer that you received. So in order to access Scispace, you actually need to type on Google, but it will take you there. It's typeset.io. I don't know, it's a very strange domain. They're changing it in 2024, very soon. But the program, the software is called Scispace. Okay, so here I'm not connected yet. I'm not logged in, or even I don't even have an account in this browser. So I'm going to just show you briefly how I do it so you can follow my lead. Again, just a reminder for you, you can just watch and enjoy and follow and hopefully participate, ask me questions and add comments. But if you also want to open another screen just next to our Zoom and practice and do what I do with me, you will definitely appreciate it. So typeset or just Google word Scispace. Scispace comes from science, right? It's more about academic reading and writing. It's already for researchers. So let's just see. I saw a very nice introduction here somewhere in their home screen, just for us, because normally, let me see if I find it quickly in the chat. Okay, let me just go home, or just clicked on a paper by mistake. So never mind, don't relate to that. Just wanted to show you like the home screen. When you go to home screen, this is what it looks like. And just looking at it, let's see, you have, first of all, you have a menu on the side on your left, right? With home screen. Then you have some tools available for you. One of the tools is called Literature Review, and then you have Copilot. Copilot is amazing. I'll show it to you in a moment. Citation Generator, rephrase, so paraphrasing, and AI Detector. Some teachers actually are interested in this technology. I do not recommend it, and nobody I read and follow online about AI actually is optimistic with AI detectors. Sometimes it actually identifies as AI produced papers that were actually written by people. And I had a researcher said, okay, this is me writing. I know that I wrote every single word in it. And the AI detector actually claims that it was written by AI. So there is no reliability in this tool so far, and maybe never will be, I don't know. There is a Chrome extension that we actually will start with because it's amazing. It's totally a must for all of your browsers. So we will add this Chrome extension. And looking at the bottom, just to show you that Scispace is an incredible AI-powered tool to help you understand research papers better. So that's why we're here. If you're not interested in understanding research papers better and you're just joined this Zoom by mistake, then I understand you can just disconnect, but you can also stay and follow and listen. So this is about academic reading, okay? Scispace is an AI-powered tool to help you understand research better. And it has a lot of tools for you for that. I'll show you some. It can explain and elaborate most academic texts in simple words. It also has a feature to explain different words that are not so clear, different terms or words within text. And it's in the Copilot. I think we talked about Copilot from day one of AI Playground. Remember, the feature in Bing is also called Copilot, and Copilot is everywhere. Last week when we discussed yeah, I also told you, please activate Copilot in Perplexity. Copilot essentially helps you with additional questions, clarifications, and a lot of different features that are amazing and not to be missed. So definitely, whenever you see a word Copilot in any AI tool, just go there and initiate it, click on it, it's going to help you. What can you do here? You can do literature review, extract data from PDFs. It's apparently their new feature. You can read with AI Copilot. This is really helpful because while you read, you can. There are different things that I will show you how you read with AI Copilot, and there is a paraphrase. So there are 4 tools that are here above the search screen, and they're also here, right on the left, right on the side. So you have, it's the same. So you have Lit Review, Copilot, Citation Generate, and Paraphrase, and you can access them also from the same screen here in the middle. Now, if you're here and you don't know what you're doing here, you don't even have a research question, like probably some of my students will be puzzled, or maybe I will just present a list of different topics and they will have a research question. You can also start with, choosing a research question if they need to search for something. So as of today, you see it changes every time you access it. It says, you see, I'm also looking at what they write. Discover latest paper published until October 2023. Upload PDF and get answers backed by citations. Find related papers from 282 million papers. #1 search engine curated for science. So this is what Scispace is about. Isn't it amazing? It is amazing. That's why we are here to explore it. Okay, so so here you have some question prompts. So you can start with one of these questions and start exploring the tool. Before we do that, I actually want to show you the extension, Google Chrome extension, okay? It will allow you to have Scispace features everywhere you are on the internet. Let me enlarge my screen a little bit. Please tell me that you can see everything well. Is everything okay? Is the sound okay? Can you hear me? Can you see? Everything is okay? Yeah? You see, I haven't even signed up or logged in. I can already add an extension, so I will do it right now. So I clicked on extension, and I'm going to click on add to Chrome. This is highly recommended, add extension. You see that it prompts you to add extension. Yes, you're typing on the chat. You can also unmute yourself. Now, the extension is going to appear somewhere here on top on Google, and then it disappears. In order for you to have it at your fingertips every time you need it, I will recommend that you click on extension and pin it to your taskbar, okay? Pin it at Scispace. What is it? This is Scispace, do hours of research in minutes or something like that, right? Okay, now I need to create an account because I haven't started yet here in this browser. So let me just go back and I will sign up. And I will sign up with my Gmail. Want to sign in, okay. Okay, so I have an account here. It's, brand new. I'm just creating it for the first time. Once you create it for the first time, like I'm doing now, you will choose whether you're an academic faculty, researchers, or retired academic, undergraduate student, a graduate or professional degree student, public or private sector professional or self-employed, okay, retiree, non-academic, someone interested in AI, publisher, editor, or other. So choose how you identify yourself as of today. I will go for first academic faculty researcher, not retired yet, but we'll be there one day. Okay, so now I have an account in Scispace. And I also have an account I can connect now also on my extension. This is my Google Chrome extension. I want to be connected here as well. So you're doing it just one time. Now account is connected, and pin Copilot extension to make it easier to save. And that is what I did, right? In order to pin an extension, you go to extensions and make sure you pin it to your taskbar. Okay, now let's begin playing with it. Why Copilot? Let's see, can I show it right now? Yeah, so when you click on this extension, you have a chat feature and you have literature review feature, okay? And there is more. Everywhere you are on the internet, let me show you. Let me just go to maybe Google Scholar or something, or just Google, I don't know, Google Scholar, and write, just show you, even if I'm, let me show multilingualism, that's another, multilingual education maybe. Okay, just random talk. I just wanted to show you that if you are somewhere on the internet, you can initiate. First of all, you have the Copilot. I don't know if it's going to be, yeah, I'm going to put it down because this needs to be seen and viewed. So can you see it? It's on your side, on any of your screens. So whenever you're moving around from different tabs, it's going to be here, like ready for you to just click on it, launch Scispace. When you launch it, it allows you to to have a Copilot like we had in Bing, but now in Google Chrome, actually, right? I'm just realizing that this is what it does. Actually, it's with you on the internet, and it does everything we tested in the Bing browser, right? You can now do it also on Google, because this Copilot, Scispace Copilot, has all the questions and things that we tested a few weeks ago with Bing. So what is the purpose of this web page? Summarize the content of this web page, right? So you can actually go and open an article and ask for a summary. What are the key takeaways? What evidence? So on and so forth. You can also brainstorm questions. Now, the feature that I really liked, and I will show it now, and then we will go back to it. I want to highlight something, I don't know, maybe multilingual education. So when you highlight something on your screen, let me enlarge so you can see better. You see, once you highlight something, the prompt for Copilot pops up, and you can ask to, if you're, probably if you highlight a paragraph or a page, you can ask for a summary. Since I just highlighted one word, I can ask to explain it or find related papers. Isn't it cool? Just, these two buttons, either explain this word to me or find papers related to this word, right? Related to this term or phenomenon or something. So let's click on explain and see what it does. So it says explain the text multilingual education. And we get an explanation, AI-generated explanation about what is multilingual education. I can also highlight something again and ask for related papers. Let's see what Scispace produces, because remember that Scispace actually has access to 282 or something million academic papers. Here are some related papers, and it produced like a list. Okay, so this is a nice little feature that we'll come back to later, because I want to go back to the actual website, typeset.io, Scispace. And unless you have an interesting research question that you want to type for me in the chat, do it now. For now, I'll just click on one of the prompts right on the home page, right? So we have how does social media affect the college selection process? Unless someone wants to talk about the significance of higher dimensional algebra or impact biodiversity. How does climate change impact biodiversity? This is an interesting one. I don't know. I'm usually not going into the science, but let's click on the first, just showing you what it does. Let me now maybe just make my screen a regular size, because when it's large, you can't see everything now. What it does, once you ask a question, go ahead and type your question in the chat, and I will use it for the next demonstration. So I just clicked on a random prompt, and we're exploring the climate change impact on biodiversity, right? So what it did for us with this question, it actually found, first of all, it produced a list in it. I really like the table format of the results. So we actually see the papers that it found for us related to the question, and organized the table, the papers, the academic papers, in the form of a table, which is neat, like very nice, pleasing, visual data. What I also really like, so you have a name of a paper with the publication date. You see it's pretty recent, January 23. We have May 23. We have August 22. So 2 papers from 23, actually another one, 2 more from 23. So out of 10, we got 4 papers from 2023, from the current year, and some last year papers. So pretty recent results, which is nice. I always encourage my students to search for something recent, right? We have access to the PDF file. We have the Ask Copilot thing, because you can actually, you know, it's like a TA, it's like a GPT thing that knows everything about the paper. You can talk about the paper to this chat. Actually, let's check this. Can you even talk with the sound? Because this would be amazing. So what is nice about Copilot is that even if you don't know what to ask, it prompts you with some questions. So for example, were there any unexpected or surprising results reported in these papers, right? How did these papers enhance existing knowledge in their field, right? Can you identify any novel methodologies or approaches used in these papers? So very interesting questions as prompts that you can actually explore and click and start, you know, conversation and learn about the papers. Another thing that I really liked about Scispace when I first encountered it a few months ago is that you can actually manipulate the data that you want to be extracted from the articles. So in addition to insights, by default, you can see some insights. So you get the link to the article and you get an insight, like a summary, short summary, 1-sentence summary or 2-sentence summary, okay, based on the article that it found for us. But in addition to that, you can actually ask Scispace table results to be more detailed. So what if I want to find out the particular results? So I want a summary of results. I'm asking for an extra column with the results from each paper. Isn't it neat? This is exactly how I wrote my PhD. I had, I don't know, a table of 400 articles and book chapters, and I actually did it like this: insights, results, participants, like number of participants, and blah, blah, blah. So, and you can do it now here with AI, and you don't have to do it manually. You can ask for a summary of limitations. You can ask for a summary of methods. This is also really interesting, because sometimes with meta-analysis, right, you want to take a look at different methods used in different papers. So let's add 2 new columns, one about results, one about methods. Okay, and it did it right away. So let's see, we have... you can unmute yourself and say, wow. I allow you to talk. Isn't it wow? Isn't it amazing? Because I feel like I'm talking, but I know that you're with me. I have 53 people right now, amazed probably. hopefully. Okay, let's see. My columns. Oh, see, you can also, you have this little, so in order to add those columns, you have two options. You either click on the orange button that says add columns. Can you add all of them? I think you could actually. So initially there were 2 columns, but you can add all of this. You can add a conclusions column, you can add summarized abstract column, you can add a column with practical implications. Wow, right? You can also do it from here, from the right side. So you have it on top with an orange button and then apply. Let's see. You can also do it from the side. Let's click here and add another column with limitations. And it did it right away. Isn't it cool? Wow. Okay. Sorry, I'm so excited. You can export all this as an Excel file, right? And then, explore if you don't want to lose your data. I think we have a library here. Everything you do here with the account, it's all free, by the way. Again, there are some enhanced features, I guess, with the access of all the paid journals, perhaps university access that is paid, but we don't need that. Most of the people won't need that because it's in the free format. It works in a very high level, very quality output. You can explore all these tables as well for your continued work. Okay, so now we have this table with articles, and let me make my screen smaller so you can actually see the table. Otherwise, see, I made it really small. We can't see what is written, but I just wanted to show you the magnitude and the beauty, the view of the data, right? So we have those 10 articles and with all the methods that I use, right? So let's just look at the methods column maybe. It reviewed 60 original research article, right? So let's go right and left. You have the arrows right, left. For example, in the next article, we have field observation and modeling studies, right? This was the method used in article number 3, climate change impacts at 3 different scales of biological diversity. Analytical framework, multidisciplinary approach, doctrinal method of study. And also we have an answer here, Copilot couldn't generate the response. Please try again at some point. You see, even when there is a response and there is a method then I wouldn't, take it for 100% truth. I would definitely go back to the actual article and double check and see if it actually is correct. But from what I heard about it from different researchers, actually scientists use it a lot. And there are a lot of YouTube videos with scientists actually reporting and comparing Scispace to other tools, and they reported that it is pretty accurate. Okay, the facts, the summary that it produces, and the data that it extracts from article, it does a pretty amazing job. Okay, so it's quite reliable. It has fewer hallucinations, fewer made up facts and things that we are familiar with in ChatGPT. It's very neat as far as I'm concerned. Now, back on top of the screen, I need to move the zoom feature here because I can't see, but now I can. So on top of the screen, what it also does, it produces insight from top 5 papers with the citation. You see, you can save this search. Okay, it gave me, you can save the search if you like it. So let's just hit save and then find it where it saves it, somewhere in the library, I guess. You can change the language. I don't know if you need it in Arabic or Finnish or Hebrew, Korean. Wow, what does that mean? If I change the language, let me just check. I will move to Ukrainian. Okay, so everything is translated into a language of your choice. I just can see that now all the summary is in Ukrainian, in the language that I chose. And also the insight from top 5 papers. Oh my God, yeah, wow. So let's go back to English. So you can actually do it now with Hebrew. Okay, I'm thinking about my students, right? Arabic speakers, Hebrew speakers, they will probably go and translate this into Arabic, I guess. Let's see, or Hebrew. So everything now, like all the paper summary will be in your native language in a minute of like less than a second, depending on your speed of the internet. Yeah, so now it's all in Arabic. Nice. Back to English. And now let's see what it actually did. It produced the summary like abstract. Now this text is not copy-pasted from anywhere, right? It's actually originally written by AI. And it actually quotes the sources it took its ideas from, which is neat, right? This is also, we want some reliability. We want to actually have the source in order to verify what's written, right? Whether it's correct or not. So we have those links to the sources right in the little summary. Now we can ask for a follow-up from the co-pilot, but we can also, you know, I want to ask about biodiversity. I want to initiate my co-pilot thing. Where is it? Can I work with the Scispace co-pilot within Scispace? I don't know. Let's see. Because I don't see the actual thing. It worked in a different website. It worked on Google and other websites. Maybe also in the PDF article it will work. But what if I want to verify the meaning of a term within Scispace? Those of you who wrote in the chat 5 and 6 and 7 that you have experience, where is this button? Help me find it. Because what I'm trying to do is ask, maybe I need to call on, okay, ask for standard high quality. So there are follow-up questions. No. Okay, so I was trying to test this explain button, which is amazing when you open an article. Maybe we can do it when we open an article. Let's try and open an article. By the way, back to the question from last week's session, right? We have access to open access articles, and it actually says that, you know, article number 1 is open access, but the other one maybe it's not, right? It says posted content. Maybe it's a website or something even. Open access. We also have a journal article that is not open access, perhaps more than one. Okay, now you can filter your results and your preferences. If you want to have the results only with open access, then you can go and choose this in the table, right? And you say, okay, I need only articles, open access articles. Okay, now are we still gonna have 10? That's an interesting question. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I can click on show more papers. You see there is a more button here. Let's see. Yeah, it will go on, and then I can ask for more. Okay, that's neat. More, I want more. Okay, you can get like 100 papers analyzed for you in a matter of 2 seconds. Beautiful. Right. Let's look at it together now. Yeah, so the list goes on and on and on and on and on. You can actually generate wow amount of articles related to the topic of your choice. What we see here is the number of citations. We can actually open the PDF file. Let's try and do that, because I want to see. So this is a PDF file. I want to see whether my co-pilot will work. Let's see. Okay, so I have Scispace is getting ready to answer your questions. Let's see, it's on the side, right? You see it? So I clicked on the Google Chrome. Yeah, so it actually took me into a Copilot PDF. Somehow, you see it magically, it happened. So I clicked on the PDF, it opened in a new tab. I clicked on an extension Copilot because I want to actually read this. And the Ask Copilot works now. So if my student who is not a native English speaker wants to read an article in English, and he gets to a word that he doesn't know, mitigation for some reason, and he wants to know what it is, he can click on explain. I mean, there are very lots of similar tools, but this is a scientific one, and it's not only for students. Of course, it's for researchers, for scientists, for teachers, for everyone, right? So mitigation gives me the answer. What about the world is heading? What about conference of parties held in Paris? Blah blah blah. What if I want a summary of this? Ask for a summary. So it took the text from the reading from the PDF, and it summarizes it in 2 lines, right? It's supposed to bring a summary. Okay, so the conference in Paris aimed to limit global. It actually paraphrased it. There is no, maybe because it's very short already. But if I go and select the emission of greenhouse gases, like 2 columns, right? A lot of text, and ask for a summary. Will it do that? The text is too long. Okay, so there is a limit. I need to do it paragraph by paragraph. Is this okay? Let's see, ask for a summary. The text is too long, but probably one paragraph will do. See, ask for a summary. Now it does take a longer article, longer paragraph. You see, this is the original length, and it gives me a summary in one sentence. So instead of reading this, I can read the burning of fossil fuels for automobiles and industries is the main cause of greenhouse gas emissions, leading to increased carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere and oceans. So this is the summary of what's written in this paragraph. Okay, so this is, I think it's really nice. What else we can, again, what I really like is this explain thing, and I also can ask for related papers. Let's see how it does that. Pre-industrial period. What if I want some papers about pre-industrial period? Let's get some related papers. Voila, right? So we have the pre-industrial period just appearing in the title of the paper. Nice, isn't it? Okay, so I got some responses and questions in the chat. How do you prioritize papers it shows? I have a question right from Olga. Do you know how it prioritizes the papers it shows, impact factors, citations, etc.? Well, I have some wows. Ask for further research can be done based on this paper. What further research can be done? Yeah, we can ask that too. So let's go back to prioritization. What factors, right? How does it decide in what order to show these papers? I guess this was one of the questions. Let's see. We can actually decide. We can say I don't know how. Like, to be honest, 1 second. And I clicked on something that everything disappeared. But we have some variations there. We can define the years of publication. We can say that we want only papers from I don't know, 2020 to 2022 or something like that. We can limit that. What happened to, okay, now it's okay. We can say that we only want papers that have PDF, right? Because not everything has a PDF. Maybe some of them are just, I don't know, publications, online publications without a PDF access for some reason. So if we wanted only PDF files, only from particular years, we can sort things by citation count. Actually, yeah, we can do that by newest first or oldest first, A to Z, which is not relevant, but citation count, if someone actually finds this important, you can sort the papers by citation count. You can also, I would sort it by relevance, to be honest, by relevance to my question. So here it's not just like Google, we actually need to provide some detailed research question in order to get quality results, right? We can also see, let's read something with, let's ask a follow-up question, right? Someone asked to ask a follow-up question. What question did you want me to ask? What further research can be done based on this paper? And we have something similar here. Then for future research directions, let's see, or unanswered questions suggested by these papers. So wow, this is a great idea for actual, research question, the generation brainstorming for graduate and, even undergraduate students, graduate for sure, and PhD students, when you have to figure out your research question, you can actually ask AI to analyze wow amount of papers in a table like this, and they say, okay, based on all of these questions, what is the next question, the future research that I need to do? And it will give you the list of future research suggestions, right? The paper suggests the need for future research to analyze the interactions between this and that. There is a need to understand the interaction between different drivers of global change. So you actually get suggestions for future research based on this AI analysis. I think it's pretty neat. Okay, so I want to hear your voices, your questions, your comments, especially maybe from those who already are familiar, maybe some of your observations have you with your own personal use of the tool, which you can share with us. we just touched upon a little bit, but there is, in addition to literature review, we can go to Copilot, citation generator, paraphraser. If you want to play with AI detector and see how it works, also go ahead. It's free and it's here. Right, so we have about 15 minutes for questions and discussion. Let's see, I'm going to stop sharing. Let's see, what do you say? What do you think? What is your experience with the tool?
I have a comment.
Yes, please.
I've been today doing that. I've been working a lot with these AI tools, and I already said that I think something like this last week, that I feel that one thing that was lacking is a good literature review, because usually it brings a whole lot of bad quality stuff mixed with other things. So sometimes you want top tier Q1 journals, and most of them today, still the best papers still aren't open access. So here I tested now with something on logistics that I was working with, crowd source delivery, and I could filter top tier, and I filtered something else. Oh, and also you can choose if you want journal articles or other things. So journal and top tiers, and fantastic. It came, the IEEE journals, which I know very well. They're great, and so this seems that it's solving this problem.
Yeah. For week to week, there is a long list actually where I found this website on the Technion's website with the list of suggested AI tools that are actually created and designed for the purpose of scientific research, reading, writing, and they are much higher quality than the general access ChatGPT, and for general public that are not interested in research. So the results are pretty dramatically different, of course. Also comparing to Perplexity, I heard from some scientists that they do not say that Perplexity is better or worse, because Scispace has its amazing advantages, but Perplexity was actually able to enrich that too. So what the other person that I communicated with suggested, that you actually need to combine both, and whether once you do your research and you start searching for information playing with AI tools, do both Perplexity academic search and Scispace literature review, and you will see also, as you said, in Scispace, it seemed that it did a much more complex analysis, like compared and incorporated a few papers in one sentence, like what a high quality researcher and writer would do. Whereas other tools that work with academic papers sometimes just summarize each one in a sentence, and it's a compilation of like puzzle of different, even sometimes not so related sentences, just quoting different things from different papers on the topic. So yeah, Scispace does a pretty amazing job in analyzing the papers, and the analysis of the table of view is really impressive in my opinion. And thank you for the comment, Claudia. Any other things that have come up during this session? I see that someone wrote in the chat, I have a problem with exporting. Please show us how to get a table of results that is user-friendly to save on my PC and then browse after. Okay, let's do that. So let's see. If anyone wants to add anything or ask a question, go ahead. Right, so let's see how to export these tables and then work on them later. So you have the export button. And essentially, I would maybe compare, I'm not familiar with RIS and BibTeX, but I know XML and as CSV is just a regular Excel. So let's try XML first. Well, I'm exporting it. And it's somewhere in my downloaded documents. So 1 second, let me find it, and then I will share my screen. I go to my downloads, and it's going to be there. Yes, it does appear there. It says export, how does climate change impact? Then I will open it with Excel. Let me see that it works. One second. Open with Excel. So in the meantime, what I suggest that you just log in and make sure that you have an account, download the extension. If you need help with adding the Chrome extension, stay with me. You can share your screen. I will show you and help you again if you're lost with that. The most amazing feature for me in Chrome extension is that you can actually do something on Google Scholar or on any other internet website and communicate with Scispace and ask for related papers and ask to explain something and ask to summarize a longer text in the 2-3 sentences. So it's really handy to have it in your Google Chrome if you love Google and if you don't like to use Bing for that, because that's what Bing does also. Right, so let's see. It doesn't prompt me. I see what you mean. It's not somehow, it doesn't appear with Excel. So you probably need to download. Let me try to download the same table to export it as CSV file, and then it should work in Excel. Let's see if you have Microsoft Excel. So I just downloaded it again. Let's see that it works live. Yeah, it works. Perfect. So if you have Microsoft, Office and let me see what it actually does. Conclusion. Yeah, it works. I'm going to share my screen and show it. Looks a little weird, but doable. So what I did, it didn't actually export everything. It just exported 6 articles for some reason. That's interesting. Maybe we can also manipulate that number if you wanted to export. Okay, so what I did, I clicked on export. I don't know if I would export everything, maybe just one by one, but you can also save your search and then access it here in your library, I guess. This is where you access your previous search results. No? Import, upload PDFs. Okay, your library is your PDF library. You can upload articles here and work with them. Nice. Okay, so home, back to home. And previous search. Where is my previous search? My library. Literature review.
I think next to save button, when you do the search, there is a save button, and then right save button there.
Searches. Yeah. I did save. I saw that button, and now I see where it is. It's next to the language, next to English. You have save searches, right? So we can go back to what we saved earlier from there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I saw that button, but I just couldn't find it now, how to access it. Now this is how you access it. In export, what works for me in my computer, because I have a Microsoft Office, I saved the table as CSV file. It only, for some reason, saved this amount of papers, so it's not brilliant, I guess. Now, in order for this to be readable, because this doesn't mean much, but you can see the data here. I would probably export this later in a Word file or something. In order for you to see what's here, you would need to go wrap text, or maybe, I don't know, do some kind of work, abstract. So you can, Excel is not ideal for this type of tables. That's why this table is pretty amazing. Sorry, not this one. This one, this one with the information. Shall we test? We have like 8 minutes. We can also go to citation generator, maybe. Okay, but in the library, let's go back to home because I wanted to show you one more thing. So if you already have a bunch of articles, like I did when I had my PhD, I had all of my articles as PDF files on my computer because I either, photocopied them or downloaded them or paid for them or brought them from the university library. So you can actually work with the particular library of your PDF files. So you would probably go to your library, upload all the articles that you need for your research, for your paper, for your dissertation, thesis, seminar paper, whatever, and then do the work and then get this amazing table with results, people, participants, method, conclusion with this software. Wow, that's amazing, based on your PDF files, right? So the way you do it, you go to your library and you upload your PDFs. You see, you have upload PDFs or import, whatever. I don't know what this sign means. Maybe there is a special software that it connects to something, but upload PDFs, it's easy. You just upload the files that you need and then work with them and produce that literature review table. The next interesting thing here is citations generator. So let's see. APA citation generator, sit back and relax. Let Scispace give you instant and accurate APA citations. Paste text from your source and retrieve information or add manually. This is from web page. Enter URL. Okay, let's test this. Let's go to, we were in multilingual education. Let's open something here. You see, it also actually appeared in Google Scholar's chat with paper, even without accessing it, right? And even without going to the Google extension, you got this extension in your Google Scholar right away. So unless you see maybe you haven't tried it yet, so do add the extension because then you can chat with papers within your Google Scholar. Isn't it amazing? Multilingual education practice. 2004, it's pretty old. I want since 2023. And I want to chat with this paper. Let's see, technology, teaching with technology in English medium instruction, universities, multilingual China. Chat with paper. It takes me to Google Books. And highlight text to get explanation, conclusions, takeaways, biases and limitations. What is the purpose of this web page? Okay, summarize, let's see. I don't know if I can actually do that in a Google Books because it's like a PDF viewing, right? You can't actually highlight anything inside. Let's see if we can do it in English in the kindergarten towards multilingual education. Let's try to chat with this paper. Okay, and it's not free, not open access, but we can probably interact with there are some key terms, background of the program, abstract, chapter preview. Okay, just so you know, you have it in your Google Scholar. Let's see what else we have here. In citations generator. So journal article, book chapter, web page. So let's see if we wanted to cite this paper. Do I need to provide the name of the paper for it to generate the citation? Let's check. Maybe I will just give it the website. Okay, so I have this paper. Copy, paste, search. Okay, add manually, website title. Okay, it probably wants to give me a citation for the web page, and I need a journal article. Search. Can't find. Okay, strange. Let's check another one. So you have the site thing in Google Scholar, so why would you need to? But I'm just experimenting, right? We have a few more minutes to do that. Developing multilingual education policies, theory, research, and practice. What I need, let's see. I'm trying to copy and paste the web page. Let's see, copy, paste. Okay, I've experienced better citation generators. It did produce something at its side. I can also change the style if I wanted. So it's by default APA, but I can ask for a different style. Let's see if it actually did the work properly. Edit. Okay. Article title, policy, generate. Okay, it produced. Okay, it's incorrect because it's not the article title, I guess, right? Is it? Maybe it is. I don't know. It looks like it is article title. Okay, so there's this tool for citations generator, anyways. And paraphraser. Paraphraser is a GPT thing, right? We know, like we put a phrase. What I actually really loved about it is the literature view with the table and the extension where you can get those paraphrasing and summaries, you know, on the spot in different places online on the internet. Okay, let's see some other questions. Chat and thank you very much. I guess we are finishing here. There is an extension for Edge too. Wonderful. So there is an extension for Edge too. Okay. Could you try to search for a latest document based on your name? You mean by literature review, searching for a document by a specific author? If that is what you're asking, I don't know. We need to check and find out. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was if you try to search for Elena, Miss Rai.
I guess when I am looking for Scispace papers, I need to ask for a specific topic of research, not for a researcher. By the way, I don't know, I don't feel comfortable looking for my own name here. Maybe I'll do it later, not online, but yeah, maybe, I don't know. I can type a search for the paper that was published with my name in it, multilingual stroke performance, lingual. Maybe I'll find my paper with all the review in this table, multilingual group performance. Let's see. My paper has to show up there. Multilingual group performance. Let's search for it. Let's see if it finds me. Okay. I don't know. I'm not there yet. It's not probably ranked number one citation. I have more citations than that for sure. Okay, I'll keep searching, but it's an interesting question. I guess scientists also, you know, check when they appear in these searches whether the information that is summarized is accurate or not, because it's important to see the quality of these tools. This is the best way to actually check the quality when you write your own paper, publish it, and then you can compare what the AI did with your paper and how it interpreted your paper itself. All right, so thank you very much. We're done for today. Go ahead and play with the tool. Hope you enjoy it. Introduce this to your students. It's very interesting, I guess. Thank you. And
Thank you.
say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.